the best sport in the world. A rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Toledo Rockets offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on.
This is one of those games, a team that's most mentally tough at the end.
$400 GPS technology and could prevent a tragedy. But cash that has more on the other front.
It was one of the most horrific and shocking air tragedies in recent history. On January 29, 2025, everyone on board an American Airlines jet and Army helicopter died when 2 aircraft collided as the plane was coming in to land at Reagan National Airport outside the nation's capital.
We have not let the day go by when we're not thinking about your loved ones.
Tuesday, after months of investigating, the National Transportation Safety Board announced several factors that contributed to the crash. Restricted use for the pilots, a crowded airspace, and little warning from air traffic control.
The underlying systemic failures, system flaws aligned to create the conditions that led to this devastating tragedy.
New animations simulate the pilot's restricted views. The helicopter crew's night vision goggles, cockpit blind spots, and the ground lighting along the Potomac could explain why the pilots didn't see each other. And recordings reveal air traffic control only alerted the helicopter about the jet and did not warn the plane's captain in time. The FAA has already made several changes due to this crash, including new restrictions that prevent commercial jets and helicopters from sharing the same airspace around the nation's capital. The NTSB has other recommendations, like requiring all aircraft to have advanced locator systems. It will be up to Congress, the White House, and the Pentagon to enforce any safety measures. At Reagan National Airport, Rebecca Kasser, Fox News.
Well, it's sun coming on up this morning, a warmer day today in Navarro, but first alert weather days to talk about for the weekend. A city situation is a very cold day. We'll discuss it coming up after the break.
They've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rush is on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Osborne. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Toledo! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that.
I'm calling every door and got my mother and auntie.
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel
And I'd like to know the names of the people who gave me the Savior power to go on Jacob, and she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
when you fall and cannot get up. An accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-806-4115. Call now, 1-800-806-4115. For a free brochure, call 1-800-806-4115.
We're Markeith. It's more to us. It's personal.
Welcome back in, everybody. 7:30 now. This Wednesday, we made it to the middle of the week together.
We do. I like the middle of the week, Mr. Ferguson.
Yeah, I like the beginning of the week, that's for sure. Temperature-wise, we have a frozen morning, but it's not quite as cold as it's been. We're in the 20s instead of the teens, the single digits. We do have mid-40s headed our way going into this afternoon. But hold on to that heavy coat. First alert weather day is on tap for this weekend due to a big cold blast of air, and we'll get into that here in just a second. Right now we're seeing some sunshine, 25 degrees in Summerton. Look out from, look at this. This is Tower Cam there in Birmingham, 26 degrees, an absolutely gorgeous view. Hey, if you have a sunrise view or a weather view you want to share with the whole class, send it in through our First Alert Weather app. We'll be able to show those pictures here on TV. We have temps coming in the 20s, though, so that's a little bit more bearable than those teens that we've been experiencing here lately. And look at today. Man, we might have to get our flip-flops out with 46 degrees. Break out. Mike's you're going to be sunbathing today, aren't you, Mike? Yeah, he'll. So we're up to about 46 degrees, and wind's not quite as blustery as they've been. Tomorrow morning, we're up into the 20s again. But let's talk about the next big thing. That's going to be, we warm up to 48 degrees on Thursday, 43 on Friday. Look at the high on Saturday, 26 degrees, and it only rebounds to 35 degrees as we get into the Sunday. So this time period here, from Saturday into Sunday, we've declared first alert weather days because of a big blast of cold air. It's beyond 12 hours of freezing temperatures. It could be beyond 24 hours of solid freezing temperatures. So that's a dangerous setup for us. Now, as far as precipitation is concerned, we could get a little bit of moisture in here Friday, but a lot of this may come through before our temperatures drop below freezing. So we might get a rain-snow mixture for some of us. I think it'll melt, but then we get into Saturday, and we could see a few flurries, so don't get too excited about precipitation, but do prepare for the cold. Come Saturday morning, our lows down into the teens. The feels-like temperatures come Saturday morning. Look at that. Let me go back to that here in just a second. Got a little trigger happy. So we're -0, 1 degree below zero, 3 degrees below zero, 6 degrees below zero. That's even colder than what we just experienced. So take care of the people in your life, folks down the street, check on the elderly, bring the pets inside, and wrap the pipes, drip the pipes, do whatever you can to prepare for this blast of really cold air as we get into the weekend. It warms up between now and then, a little bit of precipitation Friday, but it's the cold air that's the big story. And we could see beyond 24 hours of sub-freezing temperatures. That's a look at what's going on. Let's get the latest on that crash and first alert traffic with Destiny.
All right, Mickey, it is 7:33 in the morning, and we do have that first alert for I-20 westbound at exit 191 in Oxford. So if you're traveling from maybe Edison on into Birmingham, you want to plan your commute this morning. I did clear that crash off earlier, but it has popped back up. So just warning you about it. 280, you'll run into some stop-and-go traffic, as you can see with the red and orange, yellow, meaning that traffic is stopping and going there over the mountain into Birmingham. Now, average Alabama gas prices have been updated for you. Regular is at $2.52 this morning, premium at $3.38. Diesel is at $3.33. Both premium and diesel have gone up just slightly from yesterday. I'm Destiny McKeever. Over to you, Sheldon.
Got an update to some of that breaking news that we've been reporting on from Hoover. We have just received a statement from the police department about a potential threat at Deer Valley Elementary School that we've been reporting. Police say school leaders notified them of a threatening voicemail yesterday. They say the call was similar to threats that were made at other schools in recent weeks that were later ruled a hoax. Now, police say that there's no indication of an active threat, but they are continuing to investigate. And a reminder, Deer Valley campus is closed to students, staff, and faculty today. Students are going to be following e-learning instructions there at that school. Now, no other Hoover City school is being impacted by this. Also this morning, Trussville police confirming 4 men were taken into custody after a chase led to a multi-vehicle crash, including a school bus. This is video that a viewer shared with us from Tuesday afternoon. Now, Trussville police say that a driver took off after a traffic stop on North Chalkville Road just before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And police say the driver got on I-59 and hit 2 other vehicles at the Roebuck Parkway exit. Police say the 4 suspects inside the car tried to run away, but they were eventually caught. They were facing drug and weapon charges. I-3 Academy telling us that the students on that bus were not hurt, but the bus driver did suffer some minor injuries. Well, in East Alabama, Cleburne County deputy is recovering after being injured in a crash on Highway 46 in Heflin. You're able that damage in those images and the deployed airbags. The Cleburne County Sheriff's Office say that the deputy was on the way to help Ranburne police try to locate an armed person sometime before noon yesterday. The deputy and the people in the other vehicle were in the hospital and are expected to survive. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is currently investigating more work to find out if the armed person was caught. Well, another story is a bill that would allow the death penalty for convictions of certain sex crimes against children has passed the Alabama House right now. The bill was introduced after the child abuse case in Dade County that came to light. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey has said that she supports the measure. The bill must pass the Senate. Back here, discussing the Birmingham Board of Education and Reverend Abraham Woods Jr. Boulevard is now in the process of becoming a retail and even a housing location. Now, the council approved a $2 million loan agreement between the city and the developer. The project will now be called the Tower at Uptown. City Councilor Hunter Williams says that this new development is another piece of the puzzle for downtown revitalization.
Create an area or an ecosystem where people want to bring events to the city of Birmingham, especially in our convention center and also the other facilities that we invested in the city.
There's no word yet on when construction could actually begin with this project, but Williams says that he expects it to begin very soon. All right, City Council also approving setting aside $436,000 to install some outdoor fitness equipment.
Outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Osborne. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brought down, but not before he blows his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as...
Hey, what was that one website that you were on that was, they were only like $200?
Oh, that website was bullshit. That website was bullshit, but I was approved for a rent-a-center. If we have $155, I told them my next payday was the end of next month, so it gives me time to have my own check so I can pay my own computer.
Ask my mom in her life. You ask my boss out here. I ran home several times. You heard the chance?
I think I get 1 month free.
But you don't have to pay for it
So
right now.
total due today is $0.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm reading it right now. My payment wouldn't be due till the end of next month, which I put in the 26th because I wasn't sure.
Okay. That's your computer. You thank yourself. You did it.
Challenges you're going to find offensively.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Right back to the well. Hard running there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Osborne. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the Rockets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Across the 35. Big pickup on the ground here and keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Rockets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets! These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Heaves it on the run. Makes the grab on the right. Kearney on the Jets. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rides to back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
To the air, it's Osborne. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Crosby. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Connection to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Toledo. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Attempt the try. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is And now it sets him up in great field position.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's got it again. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rockets! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Crosby. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Holly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got it in the middle. It's Lane. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. That pass is incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Anderson will throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull it. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Get it out on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Rockets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you,
turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. That's caught. It's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving forward.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the running back.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So North Carolina's offense. Be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. This is a designed run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Leaves it with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Lopez wants to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's gone. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and can...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. He's loose. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. That's caught. It's Hall. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Cardinal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Lopez to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Goss. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Under fire. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ship. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, North Carolina. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quickly out to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lopez wants to fire. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that top. Touchdown, UNC! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational.
Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense obviously. This point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side, and they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Fires complete on the crosser. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here
breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different